first we want to really define where is their profitable areas, so that we're, especially like here in the DFW area, if I'm starting out, I've got 2 or 3 trucks. I'm not going to try to blanket the entire DFW area. I would never have the budget and might as well just dump my money out the window. But if I have a defined small area where I've been doing calls, if you've built to 2 or 3 trucks, where your areas are, where your most profitable calls come from. People are happy to buy on value and not just kick the tires. And so you focus your area, your marketing into those areas. So once you've defined your area and who your customer is, then we want to make sure that your online presence is in place, because we know right now that as of today, that last mile, 91% of the time that people, if you ask people how they heard from you, they're going to say Google. So we got to make sure that you get found, right?
Yeah.
And so you need a professional website in place. You need your Google business platform really optimized and generating and asking for 5-star reviews at every call you go on, so that you're generating that activity and demonstrating to Google that you're servicing their customers well, and they're going to reward that with traffic. So first so then we have the online presence, at least organically, what you can do yourself, get that set up and kind of optimize to a degree there. And then layering on top of that is with some postcard drops on a regular basis, hitting those same areas. And, depending on your budget, you can range from every door direct mail at the post office, which is the third of the cost of postage, to actually working with one of our partners in the partner network to identify specific customers that fit your criteria within those routes that you're looking to saturate. But I will say that one of the things that a lot of our smaller contractors, or a lot of smaller contractors that are just starting out, that there's this myth that there is one thing that works in marketing, and it's a yes and. So yes, brand is critical. Yes, online presence is critical. Yes, going out to the BNI groups or the chamber event and building those relationships, showing up at the football games with branded water or foam fingers, however you can get your brand in front of your market in that defined area is going, all of that working together is what's going to drive the performance of your marketing.
Yeah. No, I think that's great. I think that's, and it's true. I mean, people think marketing, they just think of, we've got PPC, maybe some SEO, and then do TV, or, we're going to talk about all these mediums, but there's so much you can do in this finite area, which is really all you want to do anyways, because you don't want to be in a truck for 45 minutes not making money, right? Yeah. But there's the football games, there's a community, and oddly enough, that roofing company I was talking about, everyone knows them because they sponsor every little league team, they sponsor every festival, they have a truck present, and guess what? They have business and are growing. They're looking at their third location. We've talked about now where we owned our little fiefdom, right? So as I go from, say, a $2 to $3 million business, and I want to get to be a $10 million business, and then I want to be a $20 million business. There's all these tiers that we know exist in our space. What are some of the, and we're going to get to all these mediums specifically, but like how do I think about what's best to layer next?
So as your budget increases, it just opens up more doors of opportunity, right? And so you're going to engage an agency, and one of the things that I would recommend, there's a lot that you can do on the front end on your own that you don't need to necessarily go out and hire an agency for. Once you have an optimized website up, there's a lot of things that you can do to optimize your Google business platform and set up local service ads, get Google guaranteed. There's a lot of that you can do on your own that you don't necessarily need an agency to manage for you. Where I've seen, actually, several years ago, one of the members came up to me at an expo, and we had a call early on, and he knew he was upfront with the fact that he was a more difficult sell on what he should be doing. And so he was telling me all about running his own pay-per-click campaign and how great it was going to be. And I attempted several times to really dissuade him from doing that, because I said, you're a genius at electrical.
Yep.
There are geniuses that pay per click, and that's not where your normal head is. I would stick to electrical and have somebody else manage that for you. Right. But apparently I didn't push that hard enough for him. So he cornered me at an expo. He's like, I've got a bone to pick with you. If you'd have just really whacked me on the back of the head and said, don't be an idiot, you would have saved me $150,000.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
of course it's your fault. Yeah. No, that's
exactly. Right.
Yeah.
So the moral of the story is, when you start getting to the area, to the point where it is time to start investing in some pay-per-click and some paid ad strategies, there are people that spend their entire days to know the mind of Google. And so you're going to increase your search engine optimization. You're going to increase your pay-per-click levels and really have some strategic campaigns that are building there that start to generate leads throughout that. And as your budget grows, it's incredible. The time in marketing that we're in right now is just, it's really amazing, the change that is coming and the quickness that it's coming. But, one of the biggest changes over the last, say, 3-4 years has been really the adoption of over-the-top marketing or streaming marketing outlets, where you take traditional radio or traditional broadcast television and you bring it into the digital cloud, because most people have cut the cord at this point, and you're able to deliver television commercials, radio ads, not just across a broad service area that you might not want to service the entire area. You may just want your fiefdom. You can get targeted there now to only show your commercials or have your ads play specifically to the audience that you want to hear. And so that's a huge game changer, and it's made it more cost effective, so that you can start getting into that game a little earlier than where it used to be, because radio and television traditional is quite a budget that you need to have for that.
Yeah, and then you
very effective.
Sure. Yeah, but the problem is, if you're in DFW and you start broadcasting on NBC Morning News, you're going to have people calling you from an hour each direction from where you are, and you're going to go out of business just on paying gasoline. So, let's talk OTT a little bit, just because it's for a lot of people. I mean, they know what it is. They've experienced it if you're on YouTube or whatever, or Pandora. How do you get started into that stuff? Like, what are some best practices that we can help people understand how to venture into it and how to do it well?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things that you want to do is find a partner that will place the media for you. You don't want to be going directly to the television station or directly to the radio stations, because a lot of them will sell you that digital ad space. But we've got there's lots of different partners out there that you can connect with. We've got a partner in our network, iHeartMedia, where you can connect with them. They'll do an analysis of your service area and present you with here's where you should be showing your commercials. Here's where would be the effective areas for radio, and give you the outlets that, based on the persona that you're wanting to connect with, these are the outlets that you should connect with. And then, they can work with you on the creative as well.
Yeah. When you're looking at it,